Hello guys, hello, welcome back to my videos. So as always, I'm gonna go straight and start talking, and people can watch it later. So I don't normally hang around. Like I always say, there are people that start the live video and they kind of wait and wait for people to come. I don't do that. I just go ahead and say what I want to say, and more people can watch it later when they come live. So in this video, I want to talk about I saw a video where Korra Obidi said people called her leaking V.J.J. I don't want to say the word, you all know what that means. And some people called her leaking V.J.J. Apparently, there's a video she did and she was dancing and she was doing her nyash. Let me speak English. Nyash, her backside, it was kind of like opening and closing and opening and closing. And somehow, in that female area seemed to be wet. Well, not seemed to be, was wet. Not seemed to be wet. It was wet, right? And then apparently that's actually not the only one. There's another picture that was circulating at a point too. She was dancing. I think she threw her leg up, and then that female side was seen as was wet as well. And people screenshot it and they were sharing the pictures and everything. So if you're just joining me, I'm speaking about there's a video where Korra Obidi said that they are calling her leaking V.J.J. and stuff like that. I'm going to try and keep it short and straight to the point. So my point that I want to make is, unfortunately, we live in a world where a lot of people don't want to listen. That is the thing. And even when you speak sincerely from your heart, some people do, I don't know. I don't even know how to phrase it. Okay, now, I'm not a fan of bullying or body shaming and stuff like that. No, I'm not a fan of that. But there's something about, you see, the internet is a powerful tool. And you have to be careful how you use it. Okay? I have been saying it for the longest time, and I'll keep saying it. The internet would have what you put into it. You understand? It's what you put into it. So that's why we have to choose what we put into it. People now, she talked about it and she kind of like, what's the English? Shrugged it off. Is that the way they call it? It's like, she just talked about it like, you can tell by the way she's saying, how it makes her feel inside. But I sat down and I was asking myself, when she did that video, it was not even like a live video. It was a filmed and edited video. If you filmed a video and in the editing process, you notice that there was a place where, you know what I mean, what's it called? You opened and something like that was shown. You can choose to say, you know what? I don't want that out there. Edit it. Some people even blur something like that out. Blur it out or crop it. Especially because I think it was only a few seconds that part showed. For you to, to edit it, see that and still leave it. That is where the problem is. Unfortunately, you see, I made another video which I was saying that we live in a world where everybody's, you can do what you like. That is true. But unfortunately, we can't control what other people do. We can control what we post. We cannot control what other people do with what we post. You understand? Like now I'm making this video and I'm sharing my opinion. There are people that will watch it and they will agree or disagree. I cannot control their opinions about what I've said. I'm just using that as a rough example. See, there are a lot of ways to chase. Even if you feel, she was chasing clouds, there are a lot of better ways to chase cloud. Going back to editing and why she should have cut it off. If it is bad for people to talk about it, then it is bad for her to have posted it. If that was a live video, I would understand. And the fact that it's not the first time, it's not the second time, it seems to have happened some other time. How much is a panty liner? How much is it? You buy one pack, even if you want the cheapest, go to Aldi. Or some of these, even Tesco, some of the basic shops have their own brands. If it happened the first time, is to prevent it happening again. If you want to prove to the world, I don't care, I can post what I like. This unfortunate aspect of it is this. You are an adult, you can handle this. But imagine your children. Now, as a grown adult, people call you leaking V.J.J. You can say, that's their business, blah, blah, blah. But how will your children feel when they are old enough to see a video like that and let's say their friends are now calling them, the children of a mother of a leaking V.J.J. Anybody can have any kind of issues happening in their bodies. And, you know what I mean? You know, not, you know, some people like, oh, you know, after she had the baby, she's damaged and so she's leaking, all of those things. You know, I have more children than 2. I'm not leaking. I don't have any. So I don't think, I don't know. Everybody's story is different anyway. So, but no matter what it is, let's say even she has an issue or something like that. You film a video and you are editing it and you see something like that. Blur it, crop it out. There's a way you can crop it. There are a lot of ways you can prevent something like that. You know, I feel sad about when I feel sad when I see parents that I feel like, if you as a parent begin to be like, I don't care, I don't this, I. That's the thing about once you have children, you have to care, not just for how you feel, but how your children will feel. I hope I'm making sense. I don't know how many of you have seen that video. It doesn't look good. Let me tell you guys. In this, even if you can say a woman's body, natural, this is natural, that is not. A lot of natural things in this world. The poop we do in the toilet is natural as well. But there's a reason why we do it in the toilet. A lot of things we do, even to have a shower, there's a reason why we don't go at our front door and shower outside. There's a reason why we have a bathroom for that. There's a reason why we have a place and time for everything. For example, bedroom dance, like I call it. Bedroom dance, that is man and woman in a bed, right? So anytime you hear bedroom dance, I should trademark at that word actually, because I'm the one that invented it. Bedroom dance is natural, but there's a reason why you go and do it in a privacy. You understand? So if as a woman, for any reason, you have fluid coming down from that side, one, you can wear, you can actually, there are actually some pads that are slimmer, skinny pads that you can wear. They are not the big one for heavy flow. You can wear that just for your own, you know what I mean? Just wear it and prevent people don't need to see it, right? And like I said already, even if you say you have tough skin, what kind of a skin do your children have? So once you have children, it's no longer about you. It's about you and your children. You understand? So sometimes when you say, I don't care, shame no catch me. Sorry, let me stick with English. I'm not ashamed of this, I'm not ashamed of that. What about your children? Will they be proud of that? That's the thing about, you know, there's this Nigerian guy, I'm thinking I'm going to make a video about it on YouTube. And he's always like, I've seen 2 videos from him where he kind of criticized people that say they don't want to have children. There's this couple that were like, they were playing video games and be like, this is what, oh, that's my washing machine. They're like, this is why we don't want to have children. So we can be free to play when we have free time, blah. And he made a video criticizing and said that their existence is meaningless. And I'm like, no, not everybody should have children because it is hard work. Especially if you want to do it well. It is hard work. I can tell you guys, for example, if I had to rewind, I will not have the number of children that I have because it is hard work. I have grown children now in colleges, but I have seen the amount of work involved in it. Especially if you want to do parenting well, if you really want to be dedicated parent that does it well. If you're the kind of parent that you don't care, you can leave your children here, you make, it's not hard though. Like my mother was like, oh, have more. I was like, she's like, do you know how many I have? How many do you have? And I'm telling my mother, I said, you that used to have house girls, house this, I don't have any of that. And my mother, do you know, my mother have to, the way, especially this abroad though, you are your own gate man, you are your own driver, you are your own chef, cleaner, homework teacher, everything, you are everything. So everybody's story, a parent that wants to give it 110%, and that is doing it will tell you that it's not easy. So not everybody should have children. But once we have them, we shouldn't make life all about us all the time anymore, about what we want. We have to always put them in the equation. There are some things I do. I ask my children, what do you think about this? Not because I'm asking for permission, but because I'm their mother. And I wouldn't want to do it if they're going to be like, oh no, if they're going to be embarrassed by it. So now she made a video and she said they're calling her leaking V.J.J. You see, unfortunately, we live in a world where people would rather tell you, unfortunately, some people deserve that, tell you what you want to hear rather than tell you what you need to hear. See the difference? Telling you what you want to hear and telling you what you need to hear are two different things. Those of us that come and speak what people need to hear, we are called haters. We are called jealous. We are called this. We are called that. And I always tell people, I never say things that I do not apply in my own life. In my opinion, there are a lot of people that are maybe afraid to tell Korra the truth, or they feel like we've been on this path for such a long time. We can't say anything else. Let's pretend all is hunky-dory. I'm telling you guys now, those of you that love her, because there are a few of them left now, when they come here and insult me, I block. Yeah, I'd rather have 3 people that will hear, listen me. You can say your opinion, it's okay. But if you come to curse me out, you're blocked. Boom, like that. I am too old for, people say it doesn't matter. Even negative and positive, what's it called? Negative people, it doesn't matter. Even if they curse you, as long as they are leaving comments, I'm not, You take your comment and go. You don't need to insult. You see the way I made my video now? I don't curse anybody, I don't insult anybody. I'm just speaking my opinion about the issue. So, going back to what I'm saying, she made a video and she talked about people are calling her leaking V.J.J. How come they get to say that? It's because of what she put out. And I will say it again, I do not see the justification to make a video. It was not a live video. You can see accidents can happen. To film a video, and in the editing process, you saw something like that and still leave it there. It's a choice you made. It's a choice. And then everybody is free. Everybody is free. Unfortunately, the same freedom is what some people are applying to critique it, to analyze it, and use it to discuss whatever they want to discuss because you put it out there. And my biggest point, it's going to be a short video, it's not going to be a long one. Wait though. Okay. And my biggest point, sorry, there's something wrong here. 1 second. Sorry guys, yeah. And my biggest point is, well, let me see, oh God. Oh my goodness. 1 second. I think there's a problem with it. Let me see. I knew something happened. You see, I knew something was... Sorry, guys, I didn't see your comments. I knew there was something wrong. Sonia said, good morning. Good morning, Sonia Spencer. Neki said, what a filthy girl. Roshan said, morning. Hi, Roshan. You guys are... I'm only seeing the comments and I'm even about rounding up. I don't know if you guys want to leave your opinions about that. What do you think? Like I said, when she filmed that video dancing, and then when she was editing it, was a good time to say, no, I'll cut this off. It doesn't need to be out there. And yes, freedom, everybody have freedom. But do you guys agree that as a mother, even if she doesn't worry about herself, she can handle the insult or whatever? Hi, that name is long ago. Valentino Rossi. Why did you make your name so Okafor? Okafor, how come? How can your name be Okafor and be that as well? Good morning, Okafor. That's an Igbo name, man. What is this? I think you join things together to make that names. Do you guys agree with me that as a mother, a content like that, she shouldn't have put it out there? You know what I mean? As in, sometimes we as adults, we can handle the criticism. Good morning, Felix. We can handle the criticism. We can handle whatever. She purposely left it. That's what I think too. Very bad, Sha. Oh, sorry. I read it in Pidgin. Very bad. She has children. That's what I'm saying. So, she can handle it and she doesn't care the trolling. She doesn't care what people say. She doesn't. But what I'm saying is that if people can talk about it now, imagine her children. When they grow up, they are getting, you see nowadays, by the time they are 7, 8, 9, a lot of children at that age have phone. They have internet. Bitter truth. Thank you so much. Oh, but you see, some people will come here and say, but you're telling the truth. And I've said it. A lot of people that cheer her on, I say, keep going, keep going. They should sit down and ask themselves. If somebody says it's all for views, but she's getting the views, but then people start talking about it and start mocking her for that. Then you know what I'm trying to say. So she's the one inviting that kind of a thing. Yes, otherwise she wouldn't be able to show the provocative area that was intended. It looks like it. You know what I'm trying to say? So what my biggest point is this. We can say she's an adult, she can do what she likes. You guys can go F yourselves. But the thing is, as a mother, when the children are up to that age where their friends can watch and see, she may be able to handle the insult. She She's Roshan says she's losing a lot of views. Let me tell you guys, right? Me, I don't have that amount of view. There are no people that have more views than me. But if I don't enjoy what I do, I will not be here anymore. But if you enjoy what you do, internet never forgets. That is 100% the truth. Once you put it out, internet is like you take gari. I can't translate gari. Gari is like a grain kind. It's grainy kind of a food, right? Imagine, okay, for someone that is not Nigerian, let's imagine something like quinoa. You know the thing they call quinoa, or even wheat or stuff like that. Imagine if you took, even wheat is still whatever. No, let's say maybe quinoa, but gari. Imagine if you take a sand, carry sand and pour it inside gari. You can never separate the gari and sand again in this life and in the life to come. That is the thing about what you put out there on the internet. So those that call me jealous, I am this, I'm that. You ask yourself, how do you see me present myself? If I am telling her what I am not applying to my life or not, she will never stop leaking. How would you know that, Roshan? Say she will never stop leaking. The crowd is a problem, Summer. Nita says there are certain moral values that people expect. She has zero morals about anything. That's what I'm saying, that even if sometimes you may not shame for yourself, but you will shame for your children. There's a saying in my language, basically it says that, I don't want to say it because it's going to sound bad, but I don't mean it in that way. But it's like someone that, okay, let me not say it because it's going to sound bad, because I don't want to be misunderstood, but that would have been the best way to explain it. So, like, someone that is unwell, for example, in the head, on the street, for example, is already in the head, like sick in the head. And you know when people are sick in the head, you know what I mean by that? And they're on the street, typically in Nigeria, but abroad, they're not allowed to be. My part of abroad, if people are sick in the head, they basically pick them and take them to the hospital. But when somebody is no longer okay, I'm not saying she's sick in the head, she's not sick in the head, I'm just saying, but I'm using, let me say it so that it makes sense. When they say, the Igbos, they will understand this Igbo saying. So it's like the mentally sick person is not feeling the shame that the family will feel, as in the person does not feel it. So in Korra's case, maybe this is how she feels. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But what about these children? And the people insulting or talking about her and saying her V.J.J is leaking. She may come out and say, I don't care. They can say what they like. But what about her children? Would they be able to feel the same way? You know what I mean? Good day, Summer. Hi, Zita. Exactly. I don't know who raised her. Wow. Well, I don't know if it's about how she's raised, because her sisters do differently. So I don't think it's about how she was raised, to be honest. Korra paining since she saw Frida. That's another topic I was thinking of doing on its own. And I want to talk about women. You know, let me tell you guys, when a man you used to be with or the woman used to be with, when they end up with somebody else, it's hard, but it's doable. You can choose to close your eyes, whether they are marrying somebody else or they are not, or they are just friends. It's hard, but you need to learn it and do it for your own sake. It's a different video. Korra, okay, exactly. Good day, Summer. Hi, Zita. Can they do that, what she's doing? That is what I'm saying. The people that are encouraging her, can they do what she's doing? And that is not love. If that is love, then what is hate? If love is telling me to keep doing something that I know I would never do, I will never be proud of my mother or my sisters or anybody in my family doing it, and I am too embarrassed to do it, and I can tell somebody else to keep doing it, do I actually love that person? Do I actually? I'm not talking about dictating to somebody, but like saying, my friend, this one is a bit too much. You understand? My dear, what about? Not coming to say, you dear, you, how you don't dictate to adults, but you can, but you don't come keep, go on, fire, oh, go on, oh my God, you are hot, you are this, and you are telling, and you would never put yourself in a position like that. That is not love. If that is love, I don't want it. That is not love. Like I said, if that is love, then what is hate? Okay, let me go through it. Can they do what you do already? Fake love everywhere. It's all over, social media. But I think sometimes the personality contributes. Because, for example, now people cannot come and give me an advice like that because they know it's not my style. You understand? When they feel like, okay, that's what you want, okay, and then I think there's this area of, this one, I never chose any side. But some people, like, if we say the truth, Justin's side is going to be like, oh, they're going to laugh at us, so let's pretend we're happy with this. Don't care about what Justin's side says or what Korra says. Just say the truth and let the person you're trying to help actually be helped. Because you guys don't know. You don't know how some of these things may be hindering her progress in one way or the other. There are some people that may never really want to, okay, now, let me tell you guys, right? The other time, Don Jazzy, think about it now, she's trying so hard to be called a singer. But unfortunately, people have left her at the level of a dancer. And they're finding it hard to move her from that level. The other day, she met up with Don Jazzy. And he brought her to stage. Or what did they do? They put her there to dance as well. And she literally just released the new song. Literally just released the new song. That would have been a chance to say, you know what? I'm going to let you sing one of your songs. Or help him in one. You understand? Okay, she goes to Nigeria to visit. Where are those big Nigerian record labels or whatever inviting her for stuff? You don't know. It may be hindering her in some other ways. The other time she went out to meet, what's it called? Tunde Ednot. And she filmed it and she posted it. Right? She filmed it and let me make sure my phone is silent. Sorry, guys. She posted it. But I didn't see Tunde Ednot posting it as well. But the day I opened it, one day people were leaving comments. I made the post. People were like, oh, is it because they posted it on? And I was like, I didn't. And is it because of Tunde Ednot? And I went and checked. And I saw that Nancy, her sister, was posted by Tunde Ednot. What did Nancy post? Nancy posted about how she and her husband had a problem in their marriage. And they went for dinner to go and solve the problem. Tunde Ednot posted that because it was something that was positive. But he had a meeting with Korra. He didn't post it. You understand? He didn't. You guys may think, you don't know in what other ways these things are hindering her. And then your love, your so-called love, is suppressing her success in one word. She's an adult, but when people are cheering you on, yeah, fire, fire, fire. And the fire is burning up progress in some ways that you really desire. She really wants to be a famous singer. She really wants it. How is she going to get there? Is it by people lying to her? Okay, let me make sure I read the many comments. Someone, what you think about Frida? I'll talk about that later. I'll make a separate video about that. When Korra matter go end. The end though. The end, my sister. Is it Nathaniel? The end. Because today now, I saw a post I made since last year. Somebody will come and leave comment there and say, did you see Frida? Did you see that? Even if you didn't know, you will know by force. They are drama. And I was like, who is Frida? Before you know it, is another. I'm a content creator. Content are there to be created. I don't start. Let's be honest. I'm a content creator. So if people are leaving comment and they're like, okay, what's going on? We start looking pure. That's how you get information. You're like, okay, is that what's going on? Okay. If there's something you have about that topic, okay, let me speak about what I have to say. There are some things people be like, have you seen so and so thing? One person in Nigeria, and I look at the story, I'm like, I have nothing really to say. Like, there's nothing, I have no message in it or whatever. I leave it. But there's something like, okay, I actually have something to say. And that's what you make a content about it. Oh, see, I'm so behind. Okafo has translated what I said. He has translated it. Mad person know the shame. Now in people, they shame. Totally agree, Summer. She's getting her girls up for... It will not be funny. Oh. And I came across a video today. This girl is half Korean, half black. So she's half black American, half Korean. And now she's living in is it Japan? I think Japan. And she said... they asked her which country does she prefer. She said she prefers Japan. She said she was bullied in America and she has experienced bullying in Japan. But she said the one in America was by far the worst. That she would rather live, that for that reason she would live in Japan and she's going to have her children in Japan. Right? So this is what we're talking about. It happened, America and bullying. America and bullying. So that's what I'm saying about focus on, I can handle this. I don't care what they say. But what about my children? Can they handle this? The washing machine is finished. It's going to keep alerting me. You guys ignore that sound. Okay, so okay, there's a lot of comments now. I'm going to try and go through them. Okay, totally agree with you, Summer. Okay, Summer, it won't end because that's where she feeds her energy from. She can't survive without this matter. Somehow she can do whatever she wants. True, good or bad. She's only accountable to herself. From what I have seen, that is Kobe. From what I have observed about her, she drums to her beat. I already said that. She's free to do that. She's an adult. But what I'm speaking about is, I made an example already. Maybe you're just coming. I said, when my kids were younger, now they're bigger than me and everything. When they were younger, when I take them on holidays, I used to take them, guys, me alone, when people alone, I had tiny little children. Excuse me. I had my children very quick. Bang, 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 bang. Excuse me. And at a point I had by the time I had my fourth child, my first one was 5 years old. That was like that. Boom, 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 boom. People used to say your children are like ladder, like no steps. So I travel with my children. It was hard. Only me would travel with this tiny. It was hard, but I did it because I wanted them to travel. I wanted them to see places. I wanted them to, okay, let me not go into all of that. There are places where I go and I'm like, would have been fun to go here, but I can't go that direction because only adults can do this. Children can't do it. And for that reason, I will leave that and say, I can't do that because of my children. That's what I'm saying now, Kobe. There are some things as a parent you should do, not for yourself, but for your children. When those children grow up, they're calling her licking V.J.J, right? She may say it doesn't hurt her, but I doubt it. I honestly doubt it. But she's not going to come and let the bullies feel like they've won. But you see, when you talk about, it depends on what they said. Because she said they called her licking V.J.J. And people are basically, they're saying it because of what they saw. She showed the video where, it's not once, not twice, I think about 3 times. There are a lot of pictures of it floating on the internet where she threw a leg up and they're seeing that that place is wet. You understand? We don't, anyway. Now, she's handling it, she may be handling it well and showing the people she feels that are bullying her that they can't win. But she won't be there when her children, their friends get to call them, for example, and say, you that your mother has a leaking V.J.J. She won't be there. If she can handle it, she doesn't know how her children will be able to handle that. So there are some things you don't do, not necessarily because of you, but because you have children. Once you have children, life is no longer about you. It becomes about you and your children. Okay, let me go. Good morning, ladies. Korra, don't care. Once money is involved, money is not everything. Because like they say, if the money was everything, why do the rich also cry? Everything is about everything is about control with her. It's quite evident by her outrageous outburst when she loses control of some matter. Would they want someone like Korra for their son? I'm just flipping. I'm not even saying the names. I'm just reading all the comments. So my Korra is an adult. I read that already. How come I can do whatever she will? I already read that your comment. Yeah. It's very sad. It's very sad to be her. I sometimes imagine myself to be her. It is exhausting. I think she's exhausted to be herself too. She everywhere doing only God knows what. Another comment says she can't have fame by force, but she keeps trying to force. I don't care attitude. Okay, I don't care attitude. Okay, I don't care attitude has caused more harm than good. In this world, it has. The level of hypocrisy on the social media space is nauseating. Yeah, people will see something they know that they will never like their mother to do, their brother, their sister, and they'll tell you, yeah, keep going, hot, fire. They'll be texting emoji, fire emoji. I only tell people, you go and do that thing you're telling somebody else to do. Do small of it, let's see. Children can be unkind sometimes. Children can be very unkind. Children can be very, very unkind. Do you know that there are children that have ended their lives because of bullying they experienced in school? So imagine, if some of you are just coming now, imagine on a normal ground, children experience bullying on a normal ground, right? So, but like I as a parent, my child was bullied. I went to school to go complain. I was like, he just came back from school. Then he was younger. He's now a big boy, a big man. Then he was in secondary school. He came back and he was riding his bicycle home and said somebody punched him or something. Luckily, let me not go there. That's why, like, when I finished nursing school, I said, I'm going to do nights. I want to be home in the daytime. When my children, okay, he came home and said, somebody, me, let's go. I got in the car, went straight to the school. I said, somebody bullied my child. Like, me, I'm handy like this, because me, the principal was like, you know what, don't worry. I will nick it in the bud. Because she saw me. You know when they say Africa, angry black woman, that was me on that deal. Don't play with my children. I don't play with your own children. I don't, you understand? And the day one of my children, my children came home and said that one of them would bully the child. I went to the school to go and tell the principal. Because I was like, I've never seen a parent come to report their own child. I said, that was even before it ended up happening to my own child. That was then they were in primary school then. And I said, I am against bullying. It's not only when it happens to my child, I'm against it generally. And I said, just do your investigation. Whatever you have to do, the school does do it. You know, going back to what I was saying. So imagine then if your child, like my son came back and said, I was bullied, right? And I went and imagine if my child was bullied because of my actions. Do you know how guilty I would feel? Let's say, for example, they were like, oh, look at that child that the mother is blah, blah, blah. And I know, especially if it's things that you can prevent. If they say, oh, the mother has one leg, for example. Oh, look at that child. The mother, I didn't, like if I had one leg, I didn't create myself. Oh, look at that one, that her mother is short. Or the mother is a dwarf or whatever. That one, but if it's something that you could have prevented as a parent, for example, you filmed a video dancing and you're opening and closing yash, that is not enough. Then you're wet in the female part of it and you edited it and posted it publicly. Like I said, even if you know shame for yourself, shame for your children. America is a tough place. What is all this money at the end of the day? If your children grow up and they are sad for one thing or the other, or they are bullied, or they are... So do you know that? Shebi, I just said it, that they say, if money, how did they say it now? If money was everything, why do the rich also cry? What's his name? I came across a song by... The whole of last month, that was a song that was on my mouth all the time. What's his name? Ashake. He said, lonely at the top. And I looked at some of the lyrics and I was saying, you can have all the money, but you'll be lonely. When he say at the top, this is my interpretation of his song. It's like he has got, you can get to the top and then you're lonely there. And loneliness you see, when people come out and say, look at my house, look at, that's not what whole happiness is. It's good to have the things you need in life, but there are some tiny little things in life that money cannot buy. So it's good to balance it, right? Let me go through all the comments because then I know everybody has a voice. Like it's not just my opinion. Okay, children can be unkind. I already read that. This comment says she's leaking discharge. Laugh out loud. Exactly. Immediately she brought a human being into this earth. She just have to change for the sake of your children. It come naturally. There's this friend I used to have, and he was single and he was looking for a woman. But for whatever reason, he said he wanted a woman that already had children. But he's not a kid, he's a grown man in his 40s. And he said he would rather have a woman that already has children. Like even if the children are already grown and gone. And I said, why? He said there is something about women that already had. I never forgot that thing. He said it changes a woman. He said even a dog, if you have a dog and you see the way when they are still young, they are running up and down, they are hyper. He said, but the day a dog puts to bed, I'm getting notification. The day the dog born, once the dog have puppies, you will see the dog will just calm down. They become very protective. They become very, grounded. He said he likes what having children does to a woman. It makes a woman begin to be more conscious of what life is about. Because when people are young, everybody's carried away. Everybody's just carried away. But when you start having children, you begin to become very calm and begin to be like more matured and thinking about what life actually is about. And he said he likes that effect it has on women. But unfortunately, it doesn't have the effect on everybody, well, apparently. Sorry, did I finish that? But I don't understand. Okay, but I don't understand. But I just don't understand what kind of human being she is. In a video, she sat on a guy's lap and noticed his leg was wet after she got up. It's a lie. From his lap. It's a lie. Is that true, guys? Me, I have not seen that one. No. In a video, she sat on a guy's lap and noticed his leg was wet after she got up from his lap. I better give us link. Let's see it. Or you can screenshot that part. and put it here. Screenshot the guy's leg and put it here. Because me, I cannot say the one I did not see. Oh. Because that one is serious. We all have it. We all have it. We all have. Okay. We all have it. We all have. It is natural because you didn't put full stop, so I didn't know where to. We all have. It is natural. It is totally not normal. Sorry, but showing it to millions of people in the world is unacceptable, and it's disgusting to see another woman discharged. She needs to invest in panty liners. I already said that. I even said it that fine. Not every woman leaks. Whatever is leaking, because I don't know what her own story is. Everybody's story is different, you know. So there are women that after having children, they may have bladder weakness or there are different things that happen. But it's not my situation. I don't leak, so I don't. But I'm just saying that there are ways to a lot of things that happens in a woman's body that is natural. In a human body, I said poop. We have poop. Poop is natural, but there's a reason why we go to the toilet for it. Every lot of things to have a shower. Our naked body is natural. There's a reason why we don't open our front gate and come on the street and put on bucket and start showering on the street. We go in the bathroom. There's a reason why we have all these things. So, you know, but anyways, like I'm saying, it's a choice so she can make. But social media has destroyed humanity. My brother, Okafor, not be small matter. This is a reply to the comment that says she's leaking discharge. The person said 100% correct. Another comment said, yes, in Las Vegas, it's true. Really? It's true. The guy said, man, is wet. She sat on a guy. Guys, screenshot it and show me to be sure. Because they are saying that she sat on a guy when she got up. The guy's leg or trousers was wet. For real. That's Yoruba. It's too much. It's too much. If it's true, somebody said lie, pants on fire. So that's why I said evidence. Give us evidence that happened. You can screenshot and put it here because me, I cannot say what I did not know. Another person said it's true. In Las Vegas, the guy wiped his leg. More people are saying it's Chineke. More people are saying it's true. Okay, Kobe said, you think she takes advice from her lovers and fans? She does what she wants amidst all the bullying and insult. Korra is a very complex individual. And this is one of her, if I'm not mistaken, I think Kobe is one of her diehard fans. So she says she's calling Korra complex. Not leaking like Korra leak, but every woman do have discharge. Okay. Yeah, because like natural, you know what I mean. But leaking and that is a different thing. It depends on your diet too. It's not true. You people can lie. Kobe said you guys are lying. She did not leak on a man's leg. Those of you that have proof, but 3 people have said it and they repeated the exact same thing, that she leaked on a man's leg. So, but I don't know. Like I said, evidence is everything. No be so. Let's see if it's actually. Anyway, that's basically how I feel about it. I'm not going to make it longer than this. This is how I feel. If you love somebody, don't lie to them. Don't deceive. Don't lead somebody on the wrong path. Tell the person the truth and say, they can take it. Even Kobe that is saying she's complex. You tell her the truth, but you can't see her, the video she made dancing and opening yash, and then she opened it. As she opened it wider, people saw the dripping or whatever they saw. Right? And you in your heart knows that doesn't, and then you tell her, instead of you to, Kukuma keep quiet than to, how did they call her now? It's better to keep quiet than to now leave a comment and be putting fire emoji when you know that is not fire. You know what I mean? So Kobe, yes, she's complex, but tell her the truth. Let her do whatever she wants to do with the truth. Let me tell you guys, I believe to a great extent. You know, that's why when some people leave comments, she say, those are the haters. Oh, my lovers are my lovers. Because she banks on those people that never tell her the truth. That's how I feel about it. Sorry, that it is not easy for her to take her children outside the country. Because, okay, let me read the comment from the beginning. Grace said, Somako, I want to know something. You claimed Korra's children were inmates. You have to learn the meaning of question mark, quotation mark, and stuff like that. I said, if Korra is Korra the Explorer, what then are her children? Are they inmates? Something like that, right? So, and basically my point is, if a mother loves to explore, it would be nice to also it's a beautiful thing to explore. And that beautiful, fascinating thing, you can take your children along as well. Let them enjoy that thing that you are enjoying. If I went out with friends for dinner and that place was nice, Then guess what? That weekend, I'm taking my family. Because I was like, I went to somewhere today. The food there was amazing. I do it. So that's why I said, if Korra is Korra the Explorer, what are her children? Inmates? Let me finish that comment, okay? And she then said, as you, okay, from the video she made yesterday, you can see that how can I see? I can see that it's not easy for her to take her children outside the country because of their father, but you wrote if. Why have you ignored this? Okay, thank you for letting me know. Well, some people posted their court order online, right? And their court order says that both of them can travel with the children for 3 weeks. Okay? So I'm going with facts, right? That is what their court order we saw online said. And before that happened, if you guys watch my video when their wahala started, and people were saying she cannot travel with her children, I said if she wants to travel with her children, she can. And I said it would be wrong for Justin to stop her because it's not about her and Justin. It's about those children. They have the right to see the world too. I have seen Justin travel several times. Well, a few times. I've seen him go leave the country. I've seen Korra leave the country. So those children should be prisoners in America. I'm not a fan of that. They have the right to see the world as well. And I said, any of the parents that try to stop it, the other parents can go to court. And let me tell you guys, you are not the talk with you, I don't know. There is something they call, I don't know that part of the word, but here they call it, there's a way the phrase is like the court's signs dispense. The court signs to dispense the father's signature if he refuses to sign it. It's doable. Okay? Now, I can speak. Korra can make a video and say what she has said, but let me speak to about, what's it called now? The court document says they have the right to travel with the children. And there's a video where Nancy was telling her, where will you bring the children? And she said, how am I going to travel with them? It's going to be too much stress. Something like that. She said, can you imagine flying long distance? It's going to be too much stress. That was what she said then. Right? Okay. And don't forget that taking the children away doesn't necessarily they can travel to Nigeria if she wants them to, and no man should stop a woman stop a man from allowing the children to have a great time and see the world, right? Okay, but at the same time, exploring is not only when they travel out too. They can explore. America is big. So that one, I don't know if they need passport, but even if they need passport, if Justin refused to sign, it is wrong for him to refuse. And she has the right to go to court and ask. So I'm going back to when Nancy said, when are you going to bring the children? She said it's expensive. She said it's expensive. At the same time, she said, oh, imagine flying long distance. And I've traveled with young children. Their father didn't want to travel to Nigeria, for example. And I wanted to take my children to Nigeria to see my family. And then I've done it several times. I traveled by myself. It's not easy. But I do it. It's a sacrifice that I make as a parent. And these things never leave them. There are some things when they remember. Me, self, I can't remember. They'll be remembering when we went to such and such. And I can't remember those things. Beautiful memories. So now she's saying she's not allowed to travel with the children. But the other time she was the one that said she apparently does not want to travel because it's expensive. And at the same time, it's stressful. Okay? And if she wants to travel, like I say, I'll say it again. She can go to court because the court have even said itself that she can. They can remove his signature and then she can take her children on holidays. And I think it would be wrong for Justin not to let the children travel. It's not about the two of you. For anyone that thinks, let me say now, that thinks that Korra is planning to leave America, I don't think you're very observant. I do not believe Korra is planning to leave America. I do not believe it. Don't forget she doesn't have American passport yet. That's one. Secondly, Nigeria is not, do you guys not even use your brains? Nigeria is not the environment for Korra. She made a video and said she's happy to be living in the land of the free, where she can dress the way she likes. Nigeria does not suit Korra. Nigeria suits her for holidays, but not to, from what I have seen, she's not someone that wants to live in Nigeria. From my observation, America suits her lifestyle better. So those that think she will take the children and run away and never come back, I do not believe in that. I do not believe for a second that she's going to run to Nigeria and never come back with her children. I don't believe it for a second. And if you think she's going to run to one weird country, whatever, she's a live video, whatever. How is she going to hide? And don't forget that all she has is a green card. So green card needs to be renewed. So she can't leave America yet. She does not have the passport. I hope I'm making sense. So you guys apply your brain to all of these things and look at what you are seeing on ground. Because she didn't see the video, it doesn't mean it's a lie. It was 2 white guys in Las Vegas. So I don't know. I didn't see the video. I'm just saying personally, I will say the truth. I did not see a video where she leaked on the map. But some people said they did. Me, it's not all the videos I watch. It's the ones that I come across I watch. I'm not her diehard fan. I don't like bullying her. You shouldn't like bullying at all. I don't like bullying anybody, so it should be general. That's Kobe saying that. Afia said the fact that 3 people have said it doesn't make it the truth. Did I say it's the truth? I didn't say that. Let them show us video. That's what I said as well. Kobe, it is true. Why do you lie? Some people are saying it's the truth about the leaking on the man's leg. She did leak on the guy. This is the 4th person saying it. One of those guys who lifted her up and grated on her. Ooh. He wiped and looked disgusted. Oh my goodness. Guys, you can always put this is the 4th person saying it. Diana said, woman, let me look at the time. Oh, my time don't go. Gosh, shoot. Okay, we'll talk about Frida another day. Woman, Korra is not important in the USA. Thank God for you, Nigerians people. I'm reading your comment. Wait. You are the one that keeping her relevant. Korra is yesterday's news. Kissing my tail. Well, the thing is this, right? I tell people, the thing about, just like you, Dochi or whatever, sometimes the story becomes more than the people. It becomes about the things that are going on, the lessons and the whatever you can message or whatever people can grab out of it. Like now, people are using this now to know about if their partner was ever to say you can't travel with the children, what they should do. You understand? This is one thing I keep saying. You can learn from it or you just waste your time and just make it just a drama. I saw it. You people can lie. We all know you're Justin diehard fan. That's people replying to each other. You're a fool. Fight done. Ijatibere. Fight. Ogunambwa fight has started. Kobe, there is so many videos of her leaking. PUM. You need to take her to a gynecologist. Say, yeah. Okay. The children are subject to a court matter that has yet to be dealt with. That will determine whether she retains any custody of the children or not. Well, my take, I feel like children need both parents, and I see people keep saying, Korra, take custody. Korra, take custody. Korra does not want full custody. I know what I'm telling you guys. Korra needs her freedom. You see that 1 week freedom? She needs it. And Korra will not be happy to pay another cent because if she takes the children full time, it means that she has to pay for nanny for the whole 24/7. No, 365 days of the year. Korra does not want full custody. And but anyways, I don't know about if they are going back to court for that or not. More reasons she do African song. We love her like that. Cry, yeah, okay. Those are saying that they don't know her in America. Okay, people still replying to each other. I'm not a diehard fan. Oh, I thought you were. Sorry, Kobe. Just some of the comments I've seen, I thought you were. Okay, thanks for clarifying that. I just don't like bullying, and I see. But let me ask you a question. When you talk about you don't like bullying, if you say you're not her fan, when people bully the guy, do you fight for him too? That's where you know. I am one of the people that I know that have spoken on both sides. Now I'm seeing people saying, what kind of women is Justin Self is into? He's people that, people that love him that are beginning to even say, what kind of women is Justin into? He needs to do better. He needs to do that. I just laugh. I say, okay, let me leave that. It can be a topic for another day. I'm not a die. I just don't like people being bullied. And I see beyond the nakedness. You're a very complex personality. But number 1 record label will sign... No, I think that's saying, I don't know. Not one record. Okay. Or somebody saying, okay, it's just saying, no, not one record label will sign her. Okay. Let's fight through. You see, nothing like, they're already arguing with themselves. She's nuisance in the USA. She cannot take the kids without his signature. But yeah, she needs his signature to sign for their passports. But if he refuses, she can take it to court and the court can dispense his signature. Children are not prisoners in America. They should be able to. If Justin can travel out of the country and go and see the world, Korra can travel. The children should be able to do it too. Just because they have two parents that are Asia coconut heads does not mean, you know, and they are fighting and doing drama does not give them the right to deprive the children of the basic, you know, privilege of seeing the world. Okay, so people are fighting there. I'll jump over the fighting comment. After her book, I'd never let them kids to Nigeria. Why? What's wrong with her book? Like in that sense, I've been through it in the court. Cannot force any individual to sign. Okay. I'll leave it there. I know many people. You can't force the judge cannot bring him and say, come and sign here. But the judge can dispense of his signature. I can tell you that. I can absolutely tell you that. You know, they cannot remove his signature. What is remove? Remove is what you have put there. If he doesn't sign, and then the court decides to dispense of his signature. Okay, I'll give you guys another example. There was a time, myself and my children's father, you know, we had our issues. He was not in the same country. He was in another country. So I needed him to come over to sign. And he was, I didn't waste time. I went to the court and the judge dispensed his signature. I'm not the telling I waited, I don't know. Dispensed his signature. But after that one, he signed the next one after. Because then, you know what I mean? He signed the next one after. Because, you know, I like the idea of taking the children to travel or whatever. But sometimes he's not too crazy about travel. Let me put it like that. But I don't want to, there's some parts I don't want to talk about. But I'm just telling you guys, I'm not saying what I don't know. The children are not prisoners in America. They have the right to see the world as well. You understand? And they don't have to wait till they are 18. Because there is life to be lived from now till they turn 18. They should be able to go on holidays, to see the world, to travel once in a while, go wherever. They don't have to wait till 18. You understand? They cannot remove his signature. So you don't need to remove what is not already there. Now, what's it called now? If you have the judge would dispense his signature. Only the mother would then sign it. You go to wherever the court document by the judge to go get the passport. It's good to speak on topics you've experienced or you know for sure. Not here in the United States. I have seen people in the United States that have done that. And any children, married or not married, we go through the same process. Okay. I knew she will bring up drama after the video her ex makes with Frida. I said Frida is a different topic. Generation. Hey, see fight. Let me leave the fight. Exactly. He does not have to sign anything and no court can force that. That's what I'm telling you. They won't force him, come here and sign it. No. The judge will dispense his signature. That's what I said. You okay? That's what I said. Don't forget that there are some fathers in jail. Don't forget that there are some fathers that are in hospitals. Maybe they had brain injury and not able to. What if do you know that there are a lot of variations of, so there are ways where the court dispenses one person's signature. There are loads of videos out there of her constant leaking. Oh, they are still talking about the leaking. But she let people bullying her ex-husband every day. Two of them actually, to a great extent, need to grow up, but it's a different topic for another day. Proof. That's what I said. You need proof of the leaking on a man's leg. But even the tiniest little panty liner would solve that. The tiniest little, if he's leaking a lot, there are some pads that are not the thickest one. The slimmest pads would solve that problem. Anyway, talk truth is okay. Okay, I'm going to round on. She can't goes by herself. I'm reading the comment the way it is to do the pass in the United States. It takes both parents. Okay. What about the fathers that are dead? For example, what about fathers that are in jail? There are cases where one person can sign. What about cases where the woman has what's it called now? The order. What's it called now? Oh God. You know this order, protection order, whatever they call it in America. There are a lot of variations of it. A man cannot just say for no reason, I'm not gonna sign maliciously. There are ways to go about it, as far as I know. Okay? Now, let me read. She can't travel with the kids the father's consent. She can't travel with, I think you meant to say without the father's consent. She can, if she goes through the right way. But I think the man should be wise about it. There's no need for that. Let the children see the world. Making so much progress without a record label is a great achievement. At least nobody knows her. She's replying to somebody else. Gladys Nkechi, 7.9 million followers, but can't get no more than 37,000 views on Spotify. Really? I mean, passport office, it takes both parents. That's what I'm telling you. That if you have the court paper, you take it to the passport office, then they will go ahead and what's it called? They will do it because it's a court order there. No court can dispense. I have done it. I have done it. He said no court can dispense his signature. I have done it. Where they do that, they didn't do it for... Well, I have done it. So I know what I'm talking about. Exactly. I don't fight for him. Okay. Oh my goodness. I don't fight for him. I don't fight for him. Somehow, cause he started it. Okay. So at least you see now, Kobe. You've shown that you don't support bullying, but you support it in some cases. You say you don't support bullying. You have shown that you don't support bullying, but you don't mind when they bully Justin. So you just say you don't support people bullying her, but you support bullying, some other quarters. I don't fight for him, no, because he started it and still fueling. I think you meant to fueling it. I've always advocated for healthy co-parenting on your page all the time. That is what it should be. And United States is different. Okay, we shall see. No, the judge can't because they have custody battle. What is it called? Let me tell you, the maximum the court will do is look at the chances of that person running away. The chances of running away. But I don't know. How is Korra going to run away when she just bought a house of 1 point something she's still paying for? Why would she run away? She has reasons not to, if that makes sense. She does not have American passport. That green card needs to be renewed. So those are the things they will look into and say, okay, is she a flight risk? As in, what is it called? Like she's going to, you understand what I'm trying to say? She's established in America. Okay, let me go through all these comments so I can go because it's going longer. I wanted to make another video, but I don't think it's going to be possible now because, no, the judge can't. Okay. Okay, Toya Brown, it's not peculiar to Korra. Stop crying, sister. Sue, landlady in 2 continents with poor view is a profit. Dr. Bone is still in a rental apartment. USA is different, but children cannot make their own decisions. No judge in America can dispense a father's... Okay. America is different. I am telling... Okay. That's the thing now. People will just watch and see what happens. United States is different. The person who is incapable of making decisions cannot. What's it called? A lady, I discussed this thing as that last year. A lady left a comment and said she was in the same situation. She was in the same situation. Well, how did she even explain it? And I think the husband was Nigerian, but I think they didn't give him because they said he had no reason to come back to America because he didn't have a house. He didn't have a lot of things that they would look at and be like, okay, you know what, this guy won't stay in Nigeria. He's going to come back. For that reason, they didn't give her husband because he had no reason. Somebody that has a house that she has put so much money into, right? And she doesn't even have American passport. There are a lot of reasons for Korra to return to America than for her to stay in Nigeria. I'll tell you guys, that Korra does not want to live in Nigeria. From what I have seen, no. My personal opinion, American life is what she likes. And she does not want full custody. Korra cannot be with those children 24/7, 365 days in a year. She doesn't. I'm telling you guys, she likes that her 1 week off. So how is that not clear enough for people? Recently I saw where they were dragging her that she made a video saying she was with her children, the children in the background, and she was like, oh, how is your weekend going? How is your Saturday going? Mine is boring. And people were saying that, look, how can a mother say hers is boring? She only has the children for another 1 more day before they go to their father. And she is bored while she's with her children. You see what I'm trying to say? So, okay, let me run through the comments. Okay. Exactly. They didn't do that for me. They're replying to it. There's no custody battle. Custody is no longer an issue. Abio, I don't know. That's what I said. Well, I don't know. You people need to fear God and stop making up lies. God be done vessel. Okay. Offness said she just cannot stand to see the poor guy smiling. A lot of couples do that. When they split, they just want the other one. It happens, and I feel like it's both of them are not. They're not able to close their eyes and not care what the other one is doing. I have noticed that a lot with two of them. For example, when she bought the house, Justin saying, basically trying to say it's not a mansion. In my opinion, that was petty. Like, why would you even talk about it? You understand? So both of them, they never grow up. They go tired. Don't worry. Eventually, they will eventually wear themselves out. It's only a matter of time. It's unfortunate it's taking them this long. Justin is a great dad. Period. That is the offness saying. Oh my goodness, I need to run. And those minions always saying, oh, Korra got full custody. Oh, do you think Korra wants, I already said that she doesn't want, I don't think she wants full custody. Gladys Nkechi, this somebody replying to Gladys Nkechi, she gets 187,000 views in 1 month and in 1 month on no love. Shakira done done a song 2 months ago and has 8 million views. Yes, I said 8 million views. Your licking imaginary princess with the flat chest is a nobody. One of my friends is going through the same issue because her ex refused to sign for her kid's passport. Knowing she has a pending case with CPS, I doubt a judge would dispense a signature. You have to show proof. I think proof about the leaking on the man is different case if the man is late. Rules are rules. Korra should stop. I can't read out the comment. It's too many. Summer, you're always happy with your kids. I'm not, or sometimes I'm tired. I'm not always happy with my kids. There are some times when they annoy me. That is normal. We all annoyed our parents at some point. Somebody is supposed to do the dishes, they don't do it. Load the dishwasher, they didn't load it. Do this one. Are we good all the time? None of us is good all the time. But let me tell you, Kobe, I bet you don't have your children only once in 2 weeks. You don't have your children only 2 weeks out of a month. If you get every week break, I bet you to be a massive relief. I believe it's a blessing to be able to have the break 1 week and have them. I believe this. Let me tell you my opinion. If you have your children 1 week on and 1 week off, 1 week off is enough to have gotten a break from children, and children is hard work. That's why I tell people, anybody that doesn't want to have children shouldn't have. And anybody that says they don't want to have children, people should stop stigmatizing them. Let them be, because it's a choice people should make willingly, because it's hard work. So, Kobe, I can tell you this. If you are getting your children 1 week off, 1 week on, I bet you that 1 week you have them you should be energized enough and be able enough for what you face. And don't forget that before you know it, it's already almost time to hand them over again to their father. You understand? So no matter what, okay. I think I'm going to stop here now. So because somebody says, so because she wanted to take the kids to Nigeria, that's why now she is acting like a good mother. Funny she is. Comments plenty. Both parents should be financially responsible for their children. That's true. Where is that coming? We're not even talking about financial aspect. Of course, I wouldn't want even a day away from my... When my kids were younger, I would have struggled to have a day, but now that they are older, I would be happy to... I'm one of those overprotective parents that children will be like, oh, okay, go, just go. You know what I mean? But anyways, exactly. That's what I said. Somebody said Korra has 2 weeks. Korra has them 2 weeks a month and can't even, that one, she said, and can't even handle that. But I think 1 week break and is nice. Children are not easy, but to even there have them for that your 1 week and struggle, I'm very hard to understand, but I'm not in her life. In her life. So, okay, that's it, guys. I'm going to end it here. Thank you all so much. Thanks for watching. As always, let's keep it civil. Leave your opinions in the comment section. Let's make it educational, something that we can actually gain and benefit from. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you, Didi. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Temila Day. Thank you, Zita. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye.